let's look at our question. Advise overworked traders on the placement procedure they should follow. It's important to remember that before we can answer this question, we need to look at our cognitive verb or our action word. Today's action word is advise. Please remember that with the cognitive verb advise, there are no split marks awarded, but 2 marks are awarded at the end of the learner's response or sentence. Let's look at our content. Describe the specific responsibilities of the new position. The employer should determine the relationship or the relation between the expectations of the position and the competencies of the new employee. Determine the strengths and weaknesses of the employee with psychometric tests. Let's look at some keywords to help us try and remember this content. Our first keywords are responsibilities and position. Remember that you have responsibilities when you take up a new position at a company. Relation, which also reminds us of the word relationship. Expectations, position, competencies, and new employee. Our last keywords that we look at is strengths and weaknesses and psychometric tests. So this would be with regards to the employee. Let's look at some images that can try and help us, or that can help us to remember the content. Our first image is a puzzle piece with a magnifying glass. Remember that when building a puzzle piece has a very specific responsibility and a specific position in the puzzle in order to complete the puzzle. Hopefully this will remind you of the responsibilities of the employer in the new position. Our next image is a person at the top of the image, hopefully reminding you possibly of top level management. And below that, 3 dots that remind us of an organogram. Remember that there is a specific relationship between the employee and the competencies and the expectations of this new employee with regards to the new job. The last image is that of a head, and inside we can see the brain and we can also see some sort of timer. Hopefully this can remind you of the time pressure that we feel when we are doing an exam or a test. Let's remove most of our content. We are left with responsibilities and position, relation, expectations, position, competencies, new employee, strengths, weaknesses, and psychometric. Let's remove our keywords now. We are only left with our images, and it's over to you now, learners, to see if you can remember the content. Thank you.